Do you see what this is? This is a sweatshirt. It is like 1:40 in the I can't get my watch early, but it's like 1:40 in the afternoon. Yesterday afternoon, I was wearing a suit coat over here in the cemetery doing a committal, and I was sweating like crazy. Because after it rained and then the sun came out, it was humid and it was hot, and it felt like summer. And here, a storm front comes through last night, and it completely changed. Now it's like fall is here, and everything feels different. And I got my sweatshirt on now. I don't necessarily mind because I love fall, but it's just crazy how a storm front can blow through and how things can change so much overnight that everything feels different. This last year and a half, with all the different things going on in our world, I think that's something that we get pretty well, how something can come through and everything feels different. You know, like when COVID came on the scene and things just like shut down and stuff like that, like just how different the world, how quickly the world can be completely different. And I've been reminded of that change a lot lately. Because lately, like, there's been a few reasons why I've been at church, like in the evening, where it's been quiet down here, and I put stuff away. I need to put that wheelchair. Someone borrowed it. We don't usually just have it out there. I got to put that away yet. Where I put things away, right? I have these evenings where I've been putting things away and whatnot, and I'm like the only one here. And as I've been doing that, it's reminded me of Sunday evenings pre-COVID when we have our Epic Youth Ministry. We still have Epic, but it's just we've been doing it outside more lately, and it's different than it used to be, because it used to be, you know, like we'd be sitting around, pass around bags of chips. Someone sticking their hands in the same bag of chips, sticking their hands in cookies, you know, because in our pre-COVID world, like we weren't worried about a pandemic. My biggest concern was like keeping kids off the tables and getting them to stop putting each other's things in the ceiling tiles because they were crazy, and that's what they were doing. And then all of a sudden, boom, the world's different. And I got to tell you, on these nights when I've been reminded of how much it's changed, I miss the way it once was. I miss those days. I'm hopeful that they'll be back. This summer when cases were really down, I think there were hints, there were tastes of things going back, and I'm hopeful that we'll get there, but I miss those days. But you know, COVID's not the only thing that brings big changes in our lives quickly. And maybe you know that really well. Like all it takes is, you know, maybe that car accident, fall, bad doctor's report, phone call from a family member that something happened, and your whole world changes. And when our whole world changes, you know, we can miss the way it was. When we do, go ahead and mourn that. It's all right to miss that. But don't stay stuck in what you're mourning and in what you miss and how it once was. Instead, turn your mind and your heart to where your joy is, to what really brings you contentment and brings you joy and brings you peace. You know, before knowing Christ, when you and I, when we're just by ourselves naturally, when we are sinful people, we try to find our joy and our peace in things other than God. We try to find our joy in our experiences and our relationships and these different things. And those things are all blessings, but we were really created to find who we are in God. And sin is missing out on what we were meant to be, on finding our joy where it's meant to be. But someone who's been brought to faith in Christ, your sin has been paid for. You are reunited with God, and you can find your joy and your peace in Him again. And here's the thing. When I say find your joy, fix your mind on where your joy and your peace and your happiness is that God was with you in the past in those days that you miss, but He's not there anymore. Do you know where God is? Jesus says, I will be with you always. He's right here. He's in this moment. And you know where He's going from here? He's not going back. He's going forward. He's going to walk with you every step going forward. And He's going to guide you and He's going to lead you till you are with Him in paradise for eternity. He's going forward. So go ahead and mourn what you missed. Go ahead and mourn that. But turn your mind, turn your heart to where your joy is. It's in God, and God is here. God is going forward, and God is going to lead you forward till you are with Him.